The security alert in the city of Shawano, Wisconsin, the home of approximately 8,000 people, is a scandal and a miscarriage of justice. The extra security measures, the metal detectors, police escort, and searches are nothing but a ruse by Mayor Lorna Marquardt, City Administrator Jim Stadler, Police Chief Ed Whealon, and other city officials to conceal the city officials' illegal interference with SIST's financial and business affairs. Most recently, a Canadian individual named Robert Cameron told SIST that he had been hired by city officials, namely Lorna Marquardt, Jim Stadler, and Ed Whealon, to rob $175,000 from SIST. Cameron came to SIST under the guise of wanting to be hired as a promoter for a racetrack owned by an SIST affiliate. To further entice SIST to accept Cameron's racetrack promoter ploy, Cameron offered to lend SIST $10 million. Said loan was to be funded within 24 hours of SIST's payment of the $175,000 racetrack promotion fee. SIST wired the $175,000 to Cameron on October 28, 2008. Cameron acknowledged receipt of the same on October 31, 2008. SIST's $10 million was to have been wired on November 1, 2008. Instead, after scam artist Cameron took $175,000, he informed SIST that he was a hired gun for Lorna Marquardt, Ed Whealon, and the FBI to rob SIST. Since the exploitation, SIST has done nothing, knowing that the FBI are involved according to Cameron's information. Apparently, from illegally tapping SIST's landlines and cell phones, city officials learned that SIST planned to wait to pursue recovery of the $175,000 until the Obama administration takes office to protect the rights of minority groups in this country. City officials, scared by the thought of being exposed, rushed to start a scandalous security alert propaganda campaign against SIST by creating a hit list to rouse, inflame, and terrorize the public to bring about our demise. Ironically, Cameron resurfaced at one of SIST's businesses on Tuesday, November 11, 2008. Cameron informed SIST that he's been meeting with Lorna Marquardt, Jim Stadler, Ed Whealon, and other city officials from time to plan the deadly swindle. Cameron told us that the judges, local officials such as Lorna Marquardt, Jim Stadler, Ed Whealon, Marlene Braff, attorneys, local businessmen meet bi-weekly to strategize on our demise. He said that city officials expressed the opinion that they already had SIST by the throat and now they just needed to finish us off before the Bush administration leaves office. When we asked Cameron if he was going to return the $175,000, he said certainly not. The money has already been distributed between the city officials and the FBI. He had only a small portion of it left for himself. The following day, Wednesday, November 12, 2008, city officials decide to make their seditious terror alert news to the world. Since the media is on their side, within minutes the city's been able to spread this venomous lie across the country and start a treasonous national security alert against SIST. After more than 3 decades of attempted murders, bombings, death threats, physical beatings, harassment, vandalism, robberies, burglaries, lootings, moonings, and business interference against SIST, not a single media has ever stepped forward to publish the truth about what is happening in this community. Channel 7, a CBS affiliate, which fortunately is not here, which has aired a number of unconscionable programs about SIST and its president. Channel 7 then posted their programs on the internet. Their site is used to make death threats, racial slurs, and outrageous, baseless allegations against our president and our company, to incite people and encourage the public to physically harm our president and ultimately kill him and destroy SIST's businesses. Despite all this physical and emotional torture, in all these years, SIST has never even raised a finger against anyone. Now I heard that SWAT teams are training in Wausau to come and kill us. So where can we go from here? There's no justice in the city of Shawano, state of Wisconsin, country of USA. The world community needs to know what's happening in this hellhole city of Shawano. The world community needs to move in and rescue us from the hands of these dangerous city of Shawano officials. We invite international leaders and people from around the globe to come and investigate the justice in Shawano. If Shawano officials can make up such a story and create such a frame-up, what will come next? We're calling upon state, federal, international, and world communities or any agency in the whole universe to come to our rescue quickly after seeing this unimaginable frame-up right here in the city of Shawano, state of Wisconsin, in the United States. Just look at my wrist, which were fractured and dislocated by Shawano police officer Atkinson when he arrested me for being on my own property. Atkinson then files an outrageous false complaint alleging that I refused to give my name and gets Shawano District Attorney Greg Parker to file criminal obstruction of justice charges against me. The World Court needs to move in as judge in this matter since we've never won a single case in the city of Shawano. People and nations from around the world need to know the kind of democracy and freedom that exist in the city of Shawano, state of Wisconsin, in the United States in the 21st century.
So you're denying any sort of list to harm any city or county officials?
The list came from the city officials.
So you're accusing them of setting all of this up? And
the city officials set all this up. SIST has nothing to do with any of this.
You just, any charges against this cameraman who you're accusing of stealing? Are you working with the district attorney's office on that case that you've accused this man of stealing?
It would be useless to work with the district attorney's office. We've never won a single case. Just tonight, there were 2 bogus trials, both of which were lost. In 10 years of litigation in this community, we have never won a single case. It would be pointless. So we are waiting to pursue our recovery when the new administration takes office.
What do you think the new administration is going to do to help you?
The new administration at least has an understanding of what racism is.
So, and you read the statement. Can you kind of summarize what you're accusing the city and this Mr. Cameron of doing?
I'm not accusing anybody of doing anything. What I stated are the facts of what happened in this case.
And what are those facts?
The facts are that an individual approached us under the guise of being a promoter for our racetrack and stole from us $175,000. He was a hired gun from the city to rob us of $175,000. And when the city found out we were going to Washington, D.C., to hire up officials to complain about the scam, then they quickly hurried up and created a hit list to terrorize and rouse and inflame the public in this community. This security alert is a fraud.
Why would the city hire somebody to try and steal money from you guys?
Because the city has been interfering with our businesses for years. They don't want us in this community.
Why do you think they don't want you in this community?
You'd have to ask them.
Why do you feel that you're not wanted or that you're unwanted in the community then?
It's called racism.
What do you want the community to know?
I want the community to know the facts of what happened. SIST, as the community knows, has never raised a finger against anybody for anything. We have suffered immensely in this community, and we have never done anything about it. The public needs to know the facts, and the public needs to know who really is at fault and who really is a security risk.
You elected some pretty significant accusations at city and county leaders. Do you think that people are going to believe these?
That's why I'm asking for the world to move in. I think we need a world court here. We need somebody else to come in and investigate this matter. I invite 5,000 agencies to come and investigate.
Will you open up your all your businesses to all these agencies to come in and investigate everything that goes on in all of these?
All of our businesses are open to the public. I mean, they're public places. People come and go as they please.
Okay.
Can you give us a little background about SIST?
SIST is a 501c3 nonprofit organization which operates a university overseas.
What does SIST stand for?
Dr. R.C. Samantaroy Institute of Science and Technology.
Where is the school located?
The school is located in India currently. And in 2000, we developed plans we hoped to build a school in the Shawano area, and so that is really why we got into business and why I was elected CEO of the company, and my function was to investigate business opportunities and give advice on investing in various business opportunities to generate funds to build a school here.
Do you think there's a lot of city leaders that don't